Hi, readers. Whew, we made it through our first day. And today I would like to share with you a picture of this special person in my life in a cozy reading spot. And I hang this in my classroom library. It's not me. Can you guess who it is? It's a black and white picture. Can you see from behind? Things look kind of the same as they do today. Maybe what she's wearing may seem a little old fashioned, perhaps. It's my mom. That's my mom. And I'm sure many of you have someone that inspired you to be an amazing reader. And my mom inspired me to be an amazing reader. Both my mom and dad read to me a lot when I was little. And today I wanted to ask you a question of what's a book that you remember being read aloud to? If it's a story that you've watched, maybe someone didn't read it out loud to you, or just your teacher did, or you went to story time or the library. But what's a book you remember someone reading to you or sharing with you? And if you could share that with us and tell us who that person was today, I would love to know that. So I gathered some books here from my classroom library that are special to me, that people read aloud to me. Madeline's Rescue. Oh, I love it. Ludwig Bemelmans. Um, in an old house in Paris that was covered with vines lived 12 little girls in two straight lines. The youngest one was Madeline. I have it memorized. I love it. Um, my mom read this one, Today I Feel Silly and Other Moods That Make My Day by Jamie Lee Curtis, to my niece and nephew. I remember her reading them to my niece and nephew, but I used to listen in because I just loved the way she read them. And this one, obviously, I've had for a long time. Okay, so Richard Scarry. I read this cover to cover a million times to my kids, and my dad read it to me. Simple Simon met a pieman going to the fair. Said Simple Simon to the pieman, "Let me taste your ware." Did you know if you have nursery rhymes or poems memorized, it helps you to become a better reader? It's true. Playing with rhymes helps you to become a better reader. If that's a goal of yours for third grade, to become an even stronger reader, you might want to check out rhymes and rhyming books and poetry. Plus, if you don't like to read for a really long time, you can get a lot out of reading just a poem or listening to a poem and reading along with the poem. Katie and the Dream Eater. Oh, so magical. I bet you've never seen this one. I read this one to my daughters, particularly my youngest daughter, Chauncey. She loved this creature. He, I'll read it to you one day, and he came to the rescue of this little girl by eating bad dreams. Benjamin Bunny, Beatrix Potter. I love Benjamin Bunny. I loved Benjamin Bunny, but I loved a lot of the other books by Beatrix Potter too. I like the art in them. These remind me of my sister because she'd always pick these books, and my parents would read them. And at first, I didn't. The language is a little tough sometimes, and then I learned to really love it. And it reminds me of Dawn, my sister. She says, "Ooh, I'll show you some more books that she would love." I don't see it around here somewhere, but she is an artist, so her favorite thing about books is the art. And if it has engaging art, then she really gets into it. And then, or if the words detail the world around her, she really gets into it. Um, so that is an amazing thing. If that's you, that could be you. Another one I just found in my classroom that I really love. It's a folk tale. Tons of different versions of this. The Magic Fish. Fisherman's Wife, it's also called. And he catches a magic fish, and his wife wants more and more and more and more things. And be careful what you wish for, right? Speaking of be careful what you wish for, The Sweetest Fig. I've read this aloud to a lot of my classes, and this is by the same author that wrote Polar Express, Van Allsburg. And it also has amazing art. And so Chris Van Allsburg has written a lot of amazing books. Here's one we can read in Spanish later. Some of his books don't have a lot of words. Does that matter? I think so. Right? So here's one that I'd like to read to you guys aloud. That's just silly, it's fun. But maybe you remember someone reading you a silly book aloud, like Paddington. Oh my gosh, my dad would read that to my sister, and I would hear them howling with laughter. They just thought it was the funniest thing in the world. I did read Paddington, but I didn't laugh that as loudly at that book. I like books where weird things happen, a little bit of magic in them. Lots of books like that are fun. I like them to have a little bit of scariness in them too. Want to read this one this year? I read it last year. We could do it. All right. So if you want to put a picture in of a book that someone read to you aloud that you loved from when you were even littler or now, you can do that. I think my Mother Goose book is one of my favorites, and I was wee witsy little, and so were my kids when they read it. But you can see it needs to go to the. Oh, it's got tape. It's so anyway, well loved. So, readers, to get a reading life, you need to know yourself as a reader. So, what were some of those first books that really grabbed you? Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, Go Dog Go, love it. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Where were they? Where did it all begin for you? Okay, so can you share that with us on the slides? And you're doing so wonderfully on the slides. I appreciate it. Thank you for just using your own slides, and I will see you on the other side soon. Bye, Soles readers.